Time right now is 7:26. Last month, President Obama signed the new tax deal into law. It includes many new and extended tax breaks and emergency help for the unemployed. But the bill also is temporary, lasting only 24 months. Here to tell us what it means for taxpayers, a certified financial planner, Joel Johnson. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Well, thank you, Ted.
Let me start with a very basic question. First of all, what do you think is the most important thing that people need to know about this new tax law?
Well, that the income tax rates stay in place.
Okay.
So the old brackets stay in place. We were set for a tax hike. That's not going to go through at least for another 2 years, and so that's real good news.
2 years. Now, when you look at something like this, and it's only 2 years long, does that make it difficult to do financial planning for the future?
It does. It does. It makes it very difficult because we don't know what things are going to look like in 2013. So for a lot of people, they ought to be looking and probably making some changes now based on the assumption that taxes are going to go up in 2013.
Okay, that's why we brought you in. What kind of recommendations do you have for people that at least they can grasp while watching this interview?
Well, there's a few. Primarily when it comes to investments, they should be looking at possible changes if they think long-term changes are appropriate, doing those in the next 2 years, really starting to study their investments and making sure that if tax rates go up, they're not locked into a situation where they have to pay higher taxes. The other thing that's good news is that we all get a little bit of a raise because the Social Security tax is reduced for individuals. So we should all see a little bit extra money in our paycheck. If people can save that, that's terrific because we probably have inflation coming back. So save that extra little bit. Don't just go ahead and spend it.
Your point is do something smart with that money.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, one of the points you made is don't assume that your tax preparer is a tax planner. Can you explain that?
Yeah, we do a lot of educational seminars around the state for groups, and many times somebody will say, well, I have a CPA or I have somebody that prepares my taxes. I'm probably all set. That's not necessarily the case. Most tax planners, I have good friends that are CPAs, they're busy getting ready right now to prepare taxes for last year. That's not tax planning, that's tax preparation. We really need to get out in front, do planning today for 2011 and 2012, and usually it's a financial planner or an investment advisor that's doing that proactive work, Ted.
I was just going to ask who the best person is to go to for that kind of thing. Another point you made is to rethink your investment strategy. That's obviously not something that most of us should do by ourselves, right? No,
probably not. The reason we say this is there was a study that just came out, Wall Street Journal, that said most people with less than $1 million do the wrong thing with their money. People with over $1 million do the right thing, which is probably why they have their more money. But mutual funds are particularly problematic for most people. Most people have too much money in mutual funds. They can be very tax inefficient, and they can be a lot riskier than people think they are.
Really? But they're such an easy option. That's probably why so many people go in that direction.
They're the easy option. They're good for what they are, but they're high cost, and they can be very inefficient from a tax standpoint.
All right. Financial expert Joel Johnson, thanks for coming in this morning, sharing your advice. And if you want more information on what we talked about, you can go to our website, WTNH.com. Just go to the Good Morning Connecticut Weekend link, and we'll get you all set up.